Hi friends, welcome back to ARCTutorials. This is Accessibility Top 20 Interview Question Answer Series that every developer must know. This is part 2 of the series. If you have not checked out the first part, make sure that you go through it in order to master accessibility as part of learning, as part of cracking the interview. Before I get started, make sure that you get your entire full stack interview series pack, which I have launched at arctutorials.gumroad.com. It covers over 30 plus technologies and over 2200 question answer series. All the technologies that you need in modern web application are covered. You are bound to learn and master and crack any interview. You can get the entire PDF sets at arctutorials.gumroad.com. Let's get started with question number 11. I've covered the first 10 questions in the previous part, so make sure that you check that out. How do you provide meaningful text alternatives for non-text content? We can use the alt attributes for images. That's one of the SEO point of view, also for ADA. For complex images like graphs, provide a long description or accessible data table, which even screen readers can pick it up. Avoid empty or generic alt attributes unless it's a decorative one. These are the top things that you would do if you want to add alternate text for non-text content. What is focus trapping and where is it used? Focus trapping keeps keyboard focus within a specific element. For example, if you are in a modal or a dialog window, if you want to users from interacting from background content, you can keep the focus trap implemented. That means the focus will still be in the modal window. Often good practice so that user doesn't get distracted, especially when hitting the tabs. How do you handle sensitive content for accessibility? We can allow users to pause, stop, or adjust time limits. Okay, that means if you are dealing with something where a user has to perform certain things in certain time, you can pause, you can stop, or you can adjust the time limits based on the interactivity. You can also use the ARIA label called ARIA Live for live updates, or you can provide alternate ways to access information using either speech readers or focus elements. What are skip links and why are they important? Skip links allows users to bypass repetitive content, like for example navigation menus, etc. So that way, let's say in your navigation menu you have 40 links and user wants to directly jump into the main content. That's where you can use the skip link concept, which is to bypass that repetitive content and jump to the next section. What is the purpose of role attribute in accessibility? The role attribute helps assistive technologies understand the purpose of an element. For example, role equal to button, role equal to alert, role equal to dialog. These are the ones which will help assistive technology, especially the speech readers, those things in terms of the setting the context and the purpose of that particular element. How do you ensure video content is accessible? You provide captions, you provide transcripts, you also include audio descriptions for visual information. You can use accessible video players like Able Player. Now these are some of the standard ones, especially when you're working with video content. What are some of the best practices for using ARIA roles? Use ARIA only when native HTML elements can't achieve the desired effect. Avoid too many redundant roles like button role, button dialog on same element. It doesn't serve that purpose. Test with screen readers to ensure proper usage. Obviously, whenever you work with any ARIA labels, make sure that your screen readers are picking them up correctly. How do you test color blindness accessibility? We can use a lot of color contrast tools to make sure that our colors, our branding is up to date. We can also use simulators or tools like Cobbliss or Stark, which can also help us in setting the right tone or the colors. Ensure meaningful visual cues aren't reliant on color alone. Use the patterns with labels alongside different color palettes. What is a screen reader and how does it work? A screen reader is an assistive technology that reads digital content aloud. It relies on semantic HTML, ARIA roles, and proper focus management. How do you make dynamic drop-down menus accessible? We will use role equal to menu and keyboard navigation. That is tab, arrow, enter, all of this. Like basically you're using your keyboard as the main navigation. You can ensure focus moves to the first drop-down whenever it's open. You can also use labels like ARIA expanded, ARIA has pop-up, or if you want to use skip link, you can also use the skip link in order to jump from navigation to the main section. Alright, so these are the top 20 things. If you go through it, I'm sure you can crack any interview that's on ADA. At least you will have the basic knowledge to answer it. Don't forget to get this entire series at arctutorials.gumroad.com. It covers over 30 plus technologies and over 2000 interview question answer series. All the technologies and tracks for UI developer, mean stack, MERN stack, backend developer, database, testing, contracts, agile, everything is covered. So make sure that you go through it and master it. Thank you so much for joining in this series. I'll see you in the next part where I'll keep bringing you so that I'll help you grow in your career. Thanks once again. Good luck.